Guys, good evening. I normally won't make videos like this, but I think it has become pertinent that I do. A couple of days ago, I pulled aside one of my employees and asked him a simple question. I said, how are you coping? How are you coping in this country with every single thing the way it is? Now, for context sake, this employee of mine is one of the lowest earning, but he still earns about 2 times the minimum wage and still has access to an office lodge, right? But then again, I know that despite all of those seeming bonuses, it's still not enough to give him the quality of life that he wants or would have desired. And then he goes ahead to tell me how things have become so difficult. He said, and I quote, he says, typically, normally, they would eat food about like 500, 600 naira and it will suffice. He says, since the turn of the year and, from late last year up until now, things are pretty much 3x'd. So right now, it is almost impossible for the average man to eat bread of 400 naira and be filled up. It has become so bad that things like beans, basic things that they normally would buy, even spaghetti, has now become ridiculously expensive. The cheapest Indomie is now 300 naira. We used to buy Hungry Man for half that price before, but this is the current reality. Transportation, let's not talk about it. Real estate, let no one go there. It has become so crazy that groundnut and gari has now become big man food in this same Nigeria. It's worrisome. And there's an increase in crime. Obviously, index crime participation has a strong relationship with social stratification. The poorer people, the people who are pushed to the wall, the people who are hungrier, tend to get into petty crimes even more and more and more. So it has become harder to make legitimate money, and these are currently the issues. Guys, I'm bothered, I'm worried, and I don't know what to do. I tried the best I can. I made a vow with myself and with God that I don't think I'll ever employ anybody and pay the person minimum wage. Never. If it means that is what your role would permit, I probably will not employ you or will be giving you extra tips beside. And I'm trying. And you can't even blame the owners of businesses these days, because the businesses are not even making as much profit as they want to be able to give their employees the kind of lives that they even think they deserve. What's happening, guys? How are people coping? The average security man that you see guarding any estate or guarding any office earns about 32,000 naira. After the company that employed them took 40,000 naira, kept 8,000 naira for themselves, obviously for operations, and gave them 32,000 naira. How will a breadwinner of a family sustain his family on 32,000 naira, guys? Sometimes it's as though I'm even living in an entire world, but when you step out to go get groceries, your lips and your jaw will drop. So what are we doing? I'm genuinely worried. Genuinely. But that's not the purpose for this video. The purpose of this video is simply to appeal to every single one of you listening here who might have any semblance of comfort. By that I mean that you can eat 3 square meals, you can afford it, and you can at least afford to a given extent a kind of life that you even want. I'm appealing to you. This is time for generosity. It's not time to build a bigger barn for yourself and lock it up. It's time to give. It's time to help people. Please, can you start a project and say, this month I want to help a family with 50,000 naira or 20,000 naira? You might think it's small to you, but it will mean the world to them. What might be trash to you might be heaven to them. I'm pleading. What can we do? I wish I had a system in place for taking money to share to people or something. I wish we can do it. We'll partner with some NGOs in the comment section. You guys, give us tips. Give us tips. I know there are many people who would want to partner with this and give to this. Maybe you can send a DM. Let's know how much. Let's partner with the NGOs. Can we start with widows? Can we start with these security people? Can we start with the cleaners? What can we do? Things are crazy. When you see grown-up men walk up to you on the road and ask you for money, this is not the time to say, I'm working. What are you doing with your life? Hello? This race is not actually to the swift. It has never been. There are these people that are working harder than you are. You're just more privileged and opportune to stand in where you stand at the moment. So guys, what can we do? This is a call. This is a cry. It's as if no one is talking about this, and it's blowing my mind. How are people coping? How? Please give us ideas, help us, tell us what to do. How can we help? What are you doing to help the people around you? Or rant, just talk in the comment section. Let's find a way out.